Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Superpowers, The Bug.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Okay, so let's quickly look at the packaging before we open it up like we usually do. See the glare of my ring light there, so I'll just move it a little bit forward. Shout out to Pirates of the Galaxy who requested this video. Please check him out. He does have a great YouTube channel where he does a lot of customizing and hauls. He does a Wednesday weekly work in progress live stream. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below. Shout out to Pirates if you're watching. But he did request this. He had some thoughts about possibly customizing this for 118, and that's really what we're going to do because my channel is about 3.75 118, so we're going to see how this works with 118 and 375 inch figures. I do have two of the Spin Master DC Blue Beetle figures, so we'll see how those look with this. Originally this is made for 5-inch Superpower McFarlane figures. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, very bright, nice box, cool image here. 3D rendering of the Blue Beetle aerial mobile headquarters. Another one here at the top. McFarlane logo, DC logo. On the back, some pictures. It does have a retractable sky wire. Push button to open wings. Seats 2 figures. I'm hoping it'll seat a few more, considering they are a bit smaller, but maybe in the back here. Blue Beetles, aerial mobile headquarters, The Bug. So that's the box, guys. Looks like there are some directions here printed right on the bottom. Looks like you do have to assemble the 6 legs and an antenna. Blue Beetle bug ship assembly. Alright, so that's the packaging. There's the label. I did get this at GameStop in the haul video where I showed this off. I did get it for a little bit. I am a pro member. I did use my $5 off, and they did have like a 5% off that day, like they usually do. There's always a sale in GameStop. But that's the box. It's nice. It's very bright. I did not collect the Superpowers as a kid. I missed that. Wasn't something that I was into, but I love, DC. I love Marvel. I love all of it. But let's get this guy open. Alright guys, and here we have the Bug Blue Beetles aerial mobile headquarters out of packaging, fully assembled. I will try to move it around so that my ring light glare is not in the way. It does look kind of weird on the camera though, huh? Just like bug eyes, because they are. First impressions, I've only had it out for a few minutes. I like it. I like it a lot. Very vibrant blue, looks really good. The bug eyes, they're a sort of an orange plastic, translucent. You can see there's 2 seats in there. I did have to put on the antenna just like it said, and the legs, they are all the same legs, so it doesn't really matter how you put them in. They are articulated, so they do move, so you can kind of simulate I guess walking, crawling. See, they go forward and back, so you can adjust it. There is this blue sort of rivets. It does have this I Love New York sticker here, which I did not know was on there from the packaging. Very nice though. I did notice a little bit that my antennas, they do kind of want to pop out like that. It felt like when you put the antenna in and the legs, these are not meant to come in and out all the time. I think it's a one-time thing. It's not meant to come out all the time, but it does feel like the antenna does kind of want to pop out. Hopefully it will stay in. There is this sort of gray plastic metal grate here in the front. Overall, first impressions, I like it. I like it more than I thought I would. It's nicer than I thought. I do have the Superpowers Batwing, and I wasn't that impressed with it. It's nice. It felt a bit cheap, I guess is the word, hollow. but this feels the same way, but it somehow it's executed better. I don't know if it's because it's bigger. It's very similar, the plastic and the color and everything, but I like this a lot more. I'm more impressed with this than the Batwing. It is very nice, very glossy. The button to open it, I could not find it at first. I thought you had to go like this, but this is actually a button right here. I think you can see it in that angle, and you simply push it in. And those wings pop right open. There are some stickers that are already pre-applied for you. This is a really nice glossy sticker. I guess it's to simulate a hatch, which is this hatch here. This is the play feature. I'll show you here that in a second. You can see all this sort of sculpting here. There's a shape. Let me close it again. It's pretty easy to close, but you can see there's a bug here, an outline of one underneath. It's very light. It's nice, man. It's really nice. So let's open it back up. But there's the sticker. It is hollow inside. This is where you connect the legs. So you can lay down at least 2 3 3/4 figures here. I don't think this would actually work for more than 2 of the 5-inch figures, but easily you can probably fit 4 1/18 or 3/7/5-inch figures in here. The cockpit, I think you can see there, they did have the stickers again already applied here on the console, here on these screens. It is hollow. These seats don't move or anything, but I think they could easily be removed or popped out. I think they're probably just glued in. I don't see any screws anywhere on this thing. Oh, right there. There's a couple right there. There's 1, 2, and I think that's all I see. But I think that's more for this feature here. I guess the big question is, will it 1/18? So I've got 2 Blue Beetles here. We've got the movie version and we've got the sort of the comic book version. I think the movie version, the colors seems to match a little bit better. This version has the wings. They are very soft, pliable. I have put them both in the cockpit already. And because they are a bit smaller, it reminds me of when I was a kid. When you put the figures in there, say, I'm trying to think of an example. It's been so long. But when you put in figures that don't belong to the line, right, they always kind of jiggle around in there. But this one, because of his wings, it actually holds him in place pretty well. This version, because he just has the what is it, the scabbards, I forget what it's called now, on his back, he's a little bit looser in there. So if you start shaking this around, he will move around. There we go. You can see both figures are in there, and they fit just fine with a lot of leg room. I think that's coming through. Maybe if I move this light. Oh, there we go. Maybe if I shoot up. But you can see they're both in there. They fit just fine. Let's pop it back open. And I think, again, you could see he slid down there because he is a bit too small. But that doesn't really bother me, especially if I'm going to set this up for photos, as long as he's sitting in the right position when I take a photo, or if I'm going to display this on my shelf. You know, I'll seat him in the pose. Now, if you're a kid and you're flying this guy around, it is going to rattle around in there. Not this guy so much because of the wings. But I think here is Ratco, an Acid Rain World figure. This guy is a true 1/18-inch figure. He is actually going to fit a lot better in there, just because he's bigger, and this is meant for 5-inch figures. These are a true 3/7/5. This is a true 4-inch, and he does actually fit better. You can see him through the glass, I think, or through the translucent plastic. So this is definitely a pickup if you like Joy Toy, you know, Acid Rain stuff. It's definitely going to fit. Here's a Boss Fight Studio. This is one of my favorite figures, Flash Gordon. This is the comic book version. He is a true 4-inch figure too. I felt like I picked him out because I felt like his outfit, his colors and everything kind of go with this look. He does have a sword there. Let's just take that out. And he also fits in really well. So this thing, it actually, you know, the 4-inch, because it's for larger size, 4-inch fit a little bit better than the 375. So 118 over 375, but it definitely works for both. It definitely works for both. Just for fun, here's a vintage collection figure, a Death Watch Mando. But you can see he can just sit in there just fine. He could lay down. You know, so 4 figures, I think 4 118 figures, just for fun. We're gonna try to put this guy in there. This is the Jakks Pacific werewolf. One of the overviews I just did, one of my most recent ones. And he is almost 5-inch. And he is a big guy, but he is about the size of what a superpower figure would be. And he's kind of tough to get in there. He will get in there, but it's a bit difficult. You can see he's barely fitting in there, but he will fit in there. He does have a lot of articulation, but you can see he's crowded in there. But yeah, so I would say 118 375, absolutely. It's a nice ship. It's even got the sculpting of those rivets inside. You know, it's a hollow, it's a shell, I guess, which makes sense because it is a beetle. Overall, I like it. I think it's worth it. I think it's a pickup if you're interested at all in, you know, if you're a DC guy, if you're a Blue Beetle guy, you definitely want this. But if you just want a ship, a vintage collection guy fits in there even better. He fits in even better than the Spin Master because he has better articulation. So you can see Acid Rain, Boss Fight, Star Wars Vintage Collection. In fact, a 375 with a highly articulated 375, I think, is actually going to work better with this than the Spin Masters, who are a bit limited. But overall, I think this is a buy, guys. It's nice. I think it's retailing for about $30 right now. Like most superpower stuff, though, I'm sure it's going to go on sale if you can find it. I know I got the Batwing. I think I found one of them for $3. They will go on sale, so if you want to hold out, you can. This is definitely a pickup, though. Very nice. I'm glad I got it. Another vehicle. I've been picking up a lot of vehicles lately, but very cool. Very cool. I like everything about it. All the little sculpting here in the legs. You know, they don't do much, but they're sculpted well and they move just enough to give you a sense of movement. You know, if you want to do something like that with a photo, it's just enough. So this is nice. This is a good pickup. But wait, hold on, guys. I realized before I get out of here, I forgot to show you the play feature. I do have a Batman and a Blue Beetle in there. So let's see, they're probably going to shake around a little bit. But you can see here, this button, it is a button. It's supposed to simulate that hatch that we saw on the inside. It is a rope here. Goes about that long. It's about 8 inches tall. And you could hang a figure from there, and when you push the button here, whoo, you can see how fast that is. It's a very strong pullback feature. It does click in. It does have 2 little notches there that you can click in. And we pull it out. Let's just hook this Blue Beetle guy up on there so you can kind of see it in action. Not that he would necessarily need this because he can fly, can't he? So we'll just hook him on there. And I completely forgot this. But there you go. So he can hang from the top. And it did pull him back up. So a very nice play feature. So this is nice. This is a good pickup. This is, like I said, I like it a lot better than the Batwing. I've passed on like the Invisible Jet. The Superman one with the punching fists, passed on all those, but I think this is, so far, this is the best one. All right, guys. So that's the overview. I'm going to just take just a few pictures on the way out. Let me know if this is a pickup for you. Let me know what you think about it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.